Okay, I think we're ready to get going. So, any new participants? Quick reminder: what we're doing here. Um, we practice every day just for a few minutes, so literally 15 minutes to stimulate positivity. So that means working on these foundational skills like mindfulness, attention, training, resilience, and today, it being Thursday, we're going to do thankfulness. And this is one that I've done a few times, but seems like a good day to do this. So I call this gratitude for the basics. And yeah, let's just follow along. So let's start with a couple minutes of dropping in, present moment, closing your eyes, putting both feet flat on the ground. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit to amplify the contact that your feet have with the ground right now. Just noticing the simplicity of what we're doing right now. We're literally just sitting, sensing the present moment. And the way into the present moment is oftentimes achieved through sensing the body. So just taking a quick inventory of feet in contact with the ground, and then moving up our legs, our pelvis, just pausing there for a second and noticing this is what the lower body is like in this moment. And there might be some strong, palpable sensations. There might not. It's okay. We're just noticing what is right now. And then moving your awareness up from the pelvis through the belly, your lower back, to the rib cage, shoulders, and then just noticing that the body's breathing. Notice how breath affects the belly, chest, your shoulders. Not trying to change anything, not expecting anything to be other than what it is right now. So just noticing breath coming and breath going. And then moving up the back of the neck, the throat, to the head. There's a lot going on in the head usually. So noticing the eyes, your jaw, the inside of your mouth. And all the way up through the very top of your head. And then imagine yourself looking down about 2 or 3 feet above the body, just looking down and noticing is the body in this moment, right here, right now. And the intention today is to activate the parts of our brain that allow us to feel the subjective sense of gratitude. And so I'll give you some prompts here. For example, noticing a sense of safety. Right now, we're all sitting together. No one's attacking us. No one's threatening us. And that obviously is not a given these days. There are lots of parts of the planet where a lot of humans are struggling with finding this basic sense of physical safety, psychological safety. Just taking a moment to appreciate that right here, right now. We're safe. And the next focus of gratitude is for what I call a functioning society. And of course, we can, as a society and as a community, we can always improve. We can always do better. But for the most part, right now, things are working for us. If any of us needed to call 911, we could do so. We need to go to an emergency room, it's available. Most of our roads have lines on them, giving us a pretty clear sense of which side of the road we ought to be driving our car on. We got stop lights and crosswalks. Just remembering that that doesn't just happen on its own. There's a whole system in place that makes that work for the most part. And there are people involved who paint those lines and fix the traffic lights and answer the 911 calls. Just appreciating that. Just expanding on this idea of gratitude for basic infrastructure. Most of us have a bathroom that has hot water, a toilet that works, electrical plugs that we can plug our devices into and charge them, internet connections so we can do this together. And again, that's not a given for many, many people on planet Earth right now. And then thinking about communal spaces, parks, open space, hiking trails. There usually are people that keep those clean and somewhat orderly, picking up garbage, making it possible for us to literally just walk into that park and sit on a bench and enjoy what's there. And then there's what I would call access to food. We're so lucky to live at a time in history and a place on planet Earth right now where there's an incredible abundance and access to food, whether it's restaurants, like the grocery store. I'm astounded every time I walk into pretty much any grocery store that I go to and just look at the abundance of foods that are available. Again, all of that happens because there are countless people that are involved in making sure that that food is created, is grown, is processed, is shipped to the stores so that we can walk into that store pretty much at any time of day and purchase what we want. And then there's all the waste and the garbage that we produce. We sort of magically put these into these garbage cans and put them out on the street once a week, and trucks and people come along and take it away so that it's not just sitting in our house. Or and again, for the most part, that works pretty well. We're very lucky. And there's also this convenience factor. We live in an incredibly convenient society where we have phones and we can order supplies, we can order food, we can connect with others in our community and see if there's anything of ours that they'd like to have, or vice versa. We can just find a list of things that they may want to sell us. Again, this is not a given for most people. Maybe just zooming out for a second and sort of again hovering above your your body and just noticing that right here, right now, there's so much for us to be grateful for, so many things that are so easy to take for granted. Just taking a moment to acknowledge what we have. And go ahead, take a deep breath in through the nose, long exhale through the mouth, and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another deep inhale, long exhale, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, open your eyes. That's all the time we have for today. Hope that's a quick reminder of just look around, see all the stuff that's around you, and maybe the kinds of things we typically take for granted. And for the rest of the day, you can simply notice those and give thanks and appreciate them. I'll stick around for a few more minutes if anyone wants to connect. Hope that was helpful.